see what's happening. What's up, everybody? Good evening on this Thursday night. I just notified that I'm going to be waiting a while here. So I figured I'd do a live just to see what's going on out there and to pass the time. I don't know how the signal is. Stop. Because I am definitely in the middle of somewheres. And so I've been working hard all day. And this is my weekend load pickup. And this trucking life is first in the house. CJ Hudson. How you doing, CJ? I'm at the mill. I'm trying to set my tripod up, so bear with me. I don't know what the best lighting's going to be. RGB channel members in the house. Hang on, guys. Let me put my tripod up. I'm sorry. No. Already know. It's a little warm here. It's a little warm in the middle. My biggest challenge on this channel is mounting. So let's see what we got. I gotta push buttons to adjust this thing. That's it. Okay. Let me see if I can put you in a stable spot here. Okay. I'm pretty grimy right now. I've had a long day. And this is the rest of my day pickup. I mean, my pickup for the weekend. So, the rate sucks. But it's going to take me all the way from Louisiana up to Toledo, Ohio. And I should be able to squeeze a 34 in, at least I thought, but we've had a delay. I finally got here, coming through Baton Rouge. It was all crazy in traffic. Had to deadhead a lot of miles to get this load to get here. More than I would have liked. So, kind of killed my profitability. But it's going to get me right back up north into the Midwest area, which is where I want to be. And that's important. And all of that. So, don't start that. Please, don't start that. When Dee Dee gets done working, she starts being a nutcase. And so, and I don't have no more jerky for her. So she might be a little bit of a annoyance. So I apologize in advance. Let me see. So, yeah, that's been my day so far. And they just notified me that, guess what? My load is not ready. And so what they do is they have you park over here, check in with the guard over there. Stop, Dee Dee. And, no. Eat your dinner. No. Eat your dinner. Eat your dinner. Eat your dinner. Little stinker. Okay, so I jumped up there. I did a little video for you guys of me working, and because I never do videos of me working, right? So I love these loads. But anyway, so I did my little video and swept out the trailer, and I let him know, because it says in the paper you're supposed to let the guard know when you're done cleaning and preparing your trailer. And so in this kind of place, you have to make sure that your trailer is basically clean it, right? It has to be clean because they're going to inspect it, and they will, like, if they find one thing, like, they're going to turn you around, make you drive your truck all the way back out here to this lot and clean it again. So I got it all clean and stuff. Told him okay, I'm ready. My trailer's all clean. Just want to let you know, because that's what the paper says to do. And so he calls me like 8 minutes later, and he goes, the shipping office just let me know that your load's not even ready, and it's not going to be ready for quite a while. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'll just chill out, right? I said, you want me to wait, right? And he's like, well, yeah, you can stay in that parking lot if you want. And I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So in the meantime, I emailed the broker. I let him know the situation and asked him what the detention policy is on something like this. And so I'm awaiting a response, which is probably in my email. I thought I was going to lose you. I am out in the middle of nowhere. Let me I can't put on Do Not Disturb in case he calls me. So if it gets wonky, let me know. But anyway, so I'm in waiting. There's a porta potty right next to me if I need it. I got everything else in the truck, and so this is what it has turned into. So the deal was, and like I said, it was like a 3 hour. I think it was 3 hours. It's freaking a long time it took me to get here because of several accidents. Baton Rouge was it must have been an hour, whatever. And so, and then I had to come out in the middle of nowhere, and it's completely dark. Like, I don't think Louisiana believes in all these street lights, in its country. So, there's that. And so something like that, that's not too bad because I think I had until 11 to pick up the load, 11 tonight. But he's letting me know right now that it's not even ready and it's going to be a while, he said. I said, well, what does that mean, a while? And he's like, I don't know. They said a while. I'm like, okay. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? I need the load. Okay, let me catch up before we get out of control here. RGB Wheel Burner Express channel members in the house saying good evening. Chief Freight Haulers in the house saying good evening, everyone. Snorlord OGs in the house saying, what is this? This is the waiting game, Snorlord. My name is Nobody's in the house saying good evening, Jerome Jones. What are you doing down south? You should be up here in the Midwest in the cold. I know, I'm headed back up there, Jerome. This load takes me back to Toledo. How did I get down here? Somehow I got to Kansas. Somehow I got from Ohio to Kansas to Illinois, from Illinois to Kansas, Kansas to Oklahoma, back to Kansas, and then Kansas down to Louisiana. And then this is my load that will be the whole weekend, which is take me up back to Toledo. So that's how it happened. Gold Phoenix is in the house saying hello there. What's up, Gold Phoenix? Go truck yourself saying what's up. Eleanor says, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Eleanor. How are you? Did you get that job that you were hoping for, or did you get another one? I hope all is well in that arena with you. Welcome back. Cotter is in the house saying, hi, Shannon. Thank you for the capital A. Welcome back, Cotter. I appreciate you. Chief Freight Hauler says, I loaded in Toledo area today. Okay. Truckers, I'm headed up there, man. I won't be up there till God, I don't know now that they're making me wait. Who knows what this is going to turn my weekend into. I have 20 hours left on my clock, so my hope was to grab this, drive out the rest of my clock tonight, a couple of hours. I had a couple of hours left, and then go to sleep, right? Get up super early, and then drive all day tomorrow for Friday. The whole trip is like 1,100 miles or something like that. And so I was going to drive as much as I could tomorrow, and then take my regular Friday, Saturday off, or maybe I would drive on Saturday and then take Saturday, the last part of Saturday and Sunday off to complete my 34. And then that way, Monday, when I deliver, I'm starting a brand new clock. That's what I want to do. But now I got this crazy delay, and I don't even know how long. I don't even know what this fiasco is going to turn into. Truckers Education Network channel member says, "What are you doing down there?" I'm doing my favorite kind of work. I mean, not the waiting part, but I've never been to a place like this and then them tell me my load's not ready. Like, how do you get to a mill and your load's not ready? And then they gave me a whole window of all day. So how can my load not be ready? And what if I would have got here earlier? Like, I booked this load this morning. What if I would have got here earlier? So it's kind of crazy right now. Gold Phoenix says, "You should be up in Oregon. It's been lovely up here." I'm sure it is, Gold Phoenix. But it's those mountains and the weather and like, I'm done going west. Definitely not going there. And I'm trying to avoid the mountains on the East Coast. I'm done with the East. Trying to go places where I got to chain up or potentially. Woohoo! It's currently like 64 down here. It's a beautiful night. Now, that was the last truck that was here when I got here. Now I'm all alone in this dark parking lot with you guys. Eleanor says, "Thank you for asking. I didn't get the role with Kraft as a direct client, but I have a promising lead and other companies in keep me posted." 6 Semper Tyrannis is in the house. And Chief Freight Hauler says, "Unload, reload in Kentucky tomorrow to Jersey for Sunday, reload Monday for Miami, and then home Wednesday for Turkey Day." Well, good. So I'm going to make it. I am going to make it home. Knock on wood, right? That's the plan. So I got from all the way down here, and believe me, all the way back up to Toledo, which for me, where I live at, Toledo is the magic spot. This time, right, just bouncing back and forth between Detroit and Toledo. So I'm super happy that I'm going to Toledo, because I was looking at a load that was going to take me to Rochester, New York one more time. And I was like, I said I wasn't going back over there. And then, but there was this load, right? But as soon as we went to book it, somebody booked it. There was a problem with it anyways. It was too many days. So I was trying to negotiate the load, saying, "Hey, is there any chance I can deliver this Monday? Because that's too long. Like, I don't need to deliver it Tuesday." And so they called their people, and all of that. And then he come back, he said, "We got approved for a Monday delivery." He said, "But as soon as I got that information, somebody booked the load as it was." So whoever got that load, fine, cool for you. But you could have called and you could have negotiated to deliver on Monday. Now you costed yourself an extra day. I'm just letting you know that. Welcome back, Cotter says, "Just stay up here in the Midwest, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio." Yeah, I will. Welcome back, Cotter. That's kind of my plan. That's my area, right? My area. So, but I got bounced down here, and I was trying to just I was trying to stay profitable this week. So I ran pretty good, and I was profitable, and it wasn't too shabby. My worst. Gold Phoenix says heading from Portland to Scranton, Pennsylvania on recaps. Oh God, please try to get your rest, Gold Phoenix. You're probably used. I tried that for a week just to refamiliarize myself with that, and man, my sleep was so broken up. I was all. That's when I did the video with Sterling on Sterling's channel, and then I did the short. If you guys didn't look at me and be like, "Oh my God, she looks like somebody beat the crap out of her," I was so tired, and you could see it. Like I probably like I look right now, but I was super tired because I was sleeping in like little blocks of sleep. It sucked. And it's not that I couldn't do it better, because I just kind of went on recaps on the fly, and that wasn't the best method. I could have planned it. Eleanor says Rochester, New York was where I was born. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, so I almost made it up there, Eleanor, but it's even better now because I would have had to come from Rochester, New York and get to like Toledo and then get home from there or something like that. So this is a straight shot. It's not great money, but it's a straight shot. That's all I can say. Buck Brown is in the house. Has made it in to say howdy. I am home for appointments at the VA tomorrow. Okay, well, God bless you, Buck, on that, and I hope everything comes out great. Thank you for coming in. Everybody, please hit the like button. I got 19 in here. It's showing me, and 8 likes. Please just slap it. WCF Invader is in the house saying the glorious Shannon. How about that MPG challenge? Yeah, so today I'll tell you what I did today, because I started messing with it today. So, okay, you guys, Sterling has challenged me to try to get 8.5 miles per gallon fuel efficiency for this next week, or I think he said by Sunday. For some crazy reason, he thinks I might drive too fast. Now, let's get something clear. I go the speed limit, okay? If I do go over the speed limit a little bit here and there, it's just like, you know, 1 over, 2 over, more like 1 over. That's all. But if it's okay, because you know, I just told you I got out of Oklahoma and Kansas, right? I'm in that area. You know, the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. Okay. And my truck goes that fast. So when I'm traveling to the west and I get on those particular highways where it's allowed, I drive that fast. And I'm still on a total average on my truck of 7.2. Okay. That's heavy. That's flying when I can fly. All of that. I feel like that's great. That's my opinion. Sterling is like, okay, let's see, you know, that's money in your pocket if you slow down to like 60. And I'm like, Sterling, I'll freak out if I have to drive 60 miles an hour. Anyways, he has challenged me. So I'm going to try and we'll see what happens. My thing is that I am an expedited driver by nature. A lot of that comes from that's how I was trained to run loads, and I accomplished great things like that. Is it the most fuel efficient way to run loads? No, it's not. but I get stuff done and my brokers absolutely love me, right? So I like to think, now I'm saying this, I like to think that I am trying to be as efficient as I can on the clock for time savings. Okay. Something like this is killing me right now. But so if I can flip another load or flip an extra load during the week because I have time for it, like that's where my brain's at. So there's your answer, WCF Invader. Chief Freight Hauler says Toledo seems to be better area than Detroit. Oh, by far. Because Detroit is kind of, I don't know though, because Detroit's a port too. It's just kind of crammy. It's, you know what I mean? But so then there's Toledo's, like, it's kind of, to me, it's next door to each other because Detroit's kind of crazy. It's just traffic and stuff. And, it's city, you know, it's inner city. So it's got all that challenge with it. And the last few years, I swear it's been under construction. It's starting to clear up a little bit now, but it's been absolutely a headache. Wheelburner says, WCF Invader, it doesn't make sense to have a miles per gallon challenge now, considering the winter is here and the cold weather is going to mess up everybody's mileage. Buck Brown says, winter? What's that? Wheelburner says, you're a funny boy, Buck. WCF Invader says, Sterling already made the challenge. Yeah, I don't know if he said it publicly or something like that, but him and I had a conversation on the phone, and he challenged me. And because I'm like, okay, I'm always up for a challenge, right? I'm always up for a challenge. So I was like, I'm going to try. But this is going to take a lot of self-discipline. Truckers Education Network says, at Buck Brown, I was at the VA most of the day for appointments. That's how it goes. Yeah, what a way to spend your day, huh? Wheelburner says, yeah, I know. He told me today, Dan. WCF Invader says, 55 miles per hour will be your friend, girl. Oh, God. I have trouble processing that. I do. But I'm always up for a challenge to make myself better. So I'm willing to entertain it and see what happens. Truckers Education Network says, Buck Brown. Oh, wait, I read that. Gold Phoenix says, what's your gear ratio? Jeff would know that because I forgot. I knew it when I first got the truck, but I forgot. I can't just like spit it out. Snorlord is looking around. Buck Brown says, I've got 3, 7, 15, 50 miles south of me. 10 a.m. virtual call. Oh, okay. And 2 o'clock at the local clinic. That's a lot of appointments you got going on, but I hope everything's okay. I'll be praying for you tomorrow. I pray for Jeff every day. And he knows it. I always tell him. My beeper's going off. Okay. And so, Chief Freight Hauler says, don't mention the speed limit when the safety director is around. No, it's okay. I'm honest with Snorlord. And that's why he's constantly slapping his forehead and saying, Shannon, Shannon, Shannon. No, I'm just kidding. He does. I'm a pretty good girl. Like, I make mistakes like everybody. But I'm a very safe driver. And I'll bet anything on that. I'm as passionate about safety as he is. And if I screw up, I tell him. Like, I'm not, usually it's about messing up my clock or something like that. But I'm totally honest. Like, I don't want to I don't want to, I want to be real. Like, I want to be the way I am all 100% of the time, right? I don't want to be two different people. I mean, I might cuss a little bit more offline. That's about the only thing, like, you know, because I'm not going to do it on here, but, and I definitely don't cuss at Snowlord or Jeff. Is that what the eyes are? Yeah. So I'll and stuff like that. And I swear to God, like, food trucks will be going like 150. I mean, not really. Like, they'll be going 85, blowing. And I'm the one that wants to be yelling at them saying, it's only 70, right? That stuff makes me angry. Wheelburner says, is it just me, or is anyone else in here calling BS on Shannon's quotation of I do the speed limit? No, I do. 7.2 miles per gallon is not good. Oh, well, it's settle down, Jerome. I'm not a speeder. I'm trying to tell you guys, and I know you're messing with me. I do the speed limit. But if it's 70, I go 70. If I'm passing somebody, sometimes I go 70. But it's the speed limit. It's not that I'm going 70 and a 55 or any stupid stuff like that. So don't make me crazy right now, you guys. Wilburner says the difference between 7.2 and 8.5 over the span of 30 days is about $1,200. Oh, that's a lot. So that was Sterling's point to me, like you're probably spending a whole extra paycheck, and I'm like, okay, I'm willing to, entertain that challenge. Gold Phoenix says 7.2 bare minimum. I get between 8.5 and 9.2 typically. But I'm governed at 65, so I have no choice anyways. No, at least that's good to know, Gold Phoenix, because that gives me a range, right? Because I'm like, all right, how slow do I have to freaking go to get 8.5? So I know you drive a different truck than me, but I'm down, you guys. I'm down to do it. Okay, settle down. Everybody just settle down. I'm down to do it. We'll see what happens. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I had a load of mattresses yesterday in Indiana per gallon with those 65 an hour speed limits. Most of the time, okay, like, don't miss the fact that I said where I'm traveling. When I'm running out like that and it's wide open, right? I mean, I'm trying to make time, I go. But you gotta remember, I'm not running like that all the time. Like, I'm just saying, like, man, when you got a chance to open it up, this truck drives like a dream. So I enjoy driving it. And most of the time, though, I'm in the cities. So it's not like I'm in that position. Don't get the wrong idea. So like today, I'm in Louisiana. It's pretty flat, okay, for a long ways. So I think like for 300, or no, maybe almost 2D, okay? So that was today on my way here. So I did very well on my way here. On this trip so far, I'm at 9.5 miles per gallon because I've been empty. Now I'm about to pick up a whole lot of weight. So the trip from here to freaking loaded, and I'm going to have full tanks of fuel. I'm going to be super heavy. So it's going to be a great trip to gauge it on, I think. WCF Invader says you cannot make up fuel savings with another load, especially at these low rates. Wheelburner says, I tell you what, Shannon, if you are making so much money working for Jeff that you can give away $1,200 a month, I'll be happy to take the $1,200 and use it wisely. Snowlord says, you need to do the math on miles per gallon. It's in the BHAT Pigtail gave you, the money is saved on just 1 mile per gallon more a week at the 2,500 miles a week is better than getting one more load, especially if you end up sitting anyways, rushing for no reason. Okay, so this is what I said to Sterling. A lot of times I'm not sitting and my low, like I'm getting there, I'll get an hour early to my appointment. Like my windows aren't, and you've been running longer than me, but my thing is, I said to Sterling was like, but my deadline, like I have to make my deadlines in time. And there's some loads that I booked, and I'm pointing the finger at myself because I booked these loads. Okay, don't act like I'm not blaming it on nobody but myself. But I booked those expedited loads, and that means I gotta go, and I don't have time to do nothing. I go, and so some of them, I look back and I think, if I did not drive that speed limit here, I would have never made my appointment. And so how if I were to just decide to drive 55 or 65, the trip would have took too long. I know I'm going to catch hell for just saying that, but that's some of the reality. Like there are appointments to meet, you know? Welcome back. Cotter says, Wheelburner, you spelled her name wrong. Wheelburner says, facts, Snorlord. Snorlord says, I know Wheelburner, but Shannon never listens to me. Yes, I do. I really do. Wheelburner says, beep, beep, beep. Truck is going to blow. Grab the pup and jump. Truckers Education Network says, Snorlord, Shannon never listens to me either. You guys are lying. You guys are lying. Oh my God. Wheelburner says, it's discipline, Shannon. If the speed limit is 70, but your truck gets 8.9 per gallon doing 65, then you don't do 70, you do 65. Yes. Wheelburner, you guys are all right, okay? I don't want you to get, I feel like you're taking a little bit of information I said and taking it to the mat. 90% of the places I go, there's a speed limit of 55 or 60 or 65. Okay? That's almost all the time. I have made a few trips out to Colorado lately, and I have made a few trips to go all the way from there all the way across the country. Okay? And I'm sorry I drove the speed limit. Where it was 75, where it was 70. I'm still like checking out my truck, you know, like, and it was fun, dang it. Okay. Safely, right? And yes, it cost me a few extra dollars, but I got to drive my truck. And it felt great. So don't think like I'm running, but I mean, I really hardly ever go places where the speed limit is more than 65 miles an hour. So settle down. You can't tell me that you guys you don't open her up once in a while and enjoy the drive, because you'd be lying. And sometimes you got to hurry. What about when you get stuck in traffic? And then you're stuck in traffic and now you lost 2 hours. You telling me you're going to drive slow the rest of the way when you know damn well you're going to miss your appointment if you don't go the speed limit? Come on now. Gold Phoenix says, my shipper asked me for an empty weight. They're about to abuse me. Yeah, I'm about to have that happen here too. Robin is in the house saying, what's up? Wheelburner says, you can slow down, and with the money you will save on your fuel mileage, you don't have to do the extra trip. You will still come out ahead. And that's what Sterling was telling me. Okay, we had a very good conversation, a learning conversation. And I said, okay, let's make it a challenge, because, I have to have everything exciting like that, right? So I'm going to do it. Welcome back, Cotter. I don't know what you said. It says message retracted. Wheelburner says, welcome back, Cotter. I'm talking and texting, LOL. The stupid phone doesn't know. Robin has a message retracted. Robin says, looking better now, Wheelburner. Dan Rummel's in the house having some coffee this late at night. Gold Phoenix says, doing a FedEx load at 65 miles an hour is pure torture. No time for anything. Yeah. And my brokers know that I'm going to get the job done, right? That's why they love me. I have done amazing things where maybe some drivers wouldn't have done it. Okay. I've earned my little brownie points with these guys. And so sometimes when there's a more challenging load, they'll throw a little bit more money on it, and they know they do not have to worry about me. Okay? Those things occur. Not all the time. Okay? It's not my daily, pedal to the metal, burn it down, all that. It's not that, because I don't even go places where I can do that. 90% of the time I'm driving no faster than 65 miles an hour when it's in the zone. But that spot market loads are a bunch of crap, and it's the crap that nobody else wanted to take because they're going through the big cities, or they're going through a whole bunch of construction on the route. And so that's why the load is on the load board. So I already know, because I'm taking a spot market load, it is full of challenges, okay? There's slowdowns, there's rush. You're going to go through Nashville at rush hour, whatever it is. There's always something slowing me down. So for those of you that are imagining I'm this race car driver right now, that is not the case. But when the highway says 70 and I'm I gotta go. Wheelburner says, the eyes are much better now, Robin. Thanks. I should be able to go back to work this Monday. Oh, I know you're excited about that, Wheelburner. Congratulations. Henry Duncan is in the house. Hi, Henry. Where you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Robin says, Brian just put $800 into our new restaurant. High five, Robin. That's great news. Congratulations. Go Truck Yourself says, put the hammer down. It's only money. Wilburn, I like that. Wilburn Express says, it was fun. Dang it. 9 months later, I had another daughter. Woo! Wilburn says, I break the speed limit to overtake slower traffic. And if I get held up in traffic, I can't make my appointment. Then I get on the phone and start letting people know. And and I'm not burning fuel for free. Robin says, you made it, Shannon. Shannon, Mrs. Get It Done. Yeah, no, Wilburner, you're right. I'm not arguing with you guys at all. I'm not. But I also don't want you to get the wrong idea. I'm not a speed demon. My truck feels good, though, right? I wanted to just, open it up a couple times and just enjoy it, man. I work all the time. I'm sorry I took a couple of times and actually enjoyed the drive. Go Truck Yourself says doing 65 instead of 70 is $150 a week in savings. I'm sold. Look, okay. But I swear, like, if I looked at my total average speed, it's probably 52 miles an hour. Because I get, man, my loads are like, I'm always like, at full speed, slow down, speed up, small town, open road, small towns, open road, 55 miles an hour, by the way, on the open roads most of the time where I'm at and stuff like that. In the Midwest, that's how it is. The only time that I opened her up was going out west. Making time. And making time all the way back. You got to remember, I'm driving from Colorado to freaking New York. I'm driving from Illinois to Colorado. One time I went to Montana and South Dakota. And the other thing, my tires are not rated for more than 75 miles an hour. Okay? I know that. Oh, it's not safe to drive more than 75 miles an hour. And I had like the one or two times that I did that, I only had like 8,000 pounds in the box. What does he say? Trucking with Liberty says the difference between 65 miles an hour and 70 miles an hour is greater in fuel savings than 60 to 65. Okay, each mile per hour faster that you go above 55 becomes exponentially more fuel consumptive. So you're saying the sweet spot is 55 or 65 to 70 is greater in fuel savings than 60 to 65. I mean, obviously 65, between 65 and 70, even 65 is better than, 55 is better than 65. And I've watched it. Like I've looked at my dials and stuff, and I've watched it because it'll give you my instant fuel mileage on the screen. So I've played with it to get some data in my head. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I'm checking out my truck, man. Wilbur says, preach out, Liberty. Robin says, life is different now. And Wilburn says, it should be 47 miles an hour. Robin says, I got to run to grab some straps. All right, Robin, take care. Thanks for coming in. I know he's probably gone already. Gold Phoenix says, I was on Texas Toll 130 recently and got passed by trucks doing 90. No, like even when I'm going 65 and trucks are blowing past me, I get upset. Because number one, if I do that, somehow I'm going to be the one that gets pulled over. And they're doing that, and I don't see a DOT officer in sight. And sometimes it's a goddamn construction zone. And so it seems to me that just because someone's not there in the construction zone, like let's say it's 8 o'clock at night, right? And all the construction signs are up there saying slow down to 55. So guess what I do? I slow down to 55 because I obey the signs because I can read them. And these nighttime vampire drivers just like don't care that there's signs everywhere saying work zone 55. That's what makes me nuts. CB is in the house, channel member. Adhering to tire ratings is boring. You live a little and you live. Weight is going to be different. So that's going to be a factor, right? I think though, based on what I've toyed with, I'm thinking 60. But overall, since day one, well, since Jeff picked up the truck, I mean, the thing's been on running. I keep it on trip 2, so I have all the miles on this truck. And that average is still 7.2. Okay? That's with extreme. I run a lot of heavy loads. I run a lot of mountains. In my opinion, it's a lot of mountains. Going fast sometimes like that. Running a lot of miles. Right? I could be totally wrong, and I'm willing to accept that. But I felt with the heavy loads in the mountains. I mean, I've done those mountains where, like, my truck would only go 25 miles an hour because the incline was so. I'm at a that's back. I felt like that was pretty awesome. Welcome back. Cotter says, "What is the ply of your tires?" For some reason, I want to say 16. I don't know if that's right or not. I'd have to get out and look at it. It says the sweet spot depends on the gear ratio, really. I'm at a 2.64, so running 65. My RPM is at 1130. It would be 1200 at 70 miles an hour. Okay, so I will get that data. I'll watch that too. I'm going to learn from this, so it's all good. Okay, I'm down for the challenge. And I will share it with you, and I will be honest, and we can talk about it. It's totally fine. I'm not ashamed or afraid. Trucking with Liberty says roughly $400 in savings per week with fuel at $3.50 a gallon, running 2,500 miles. I could use that money in my pocket, right? Trucking with Liberty. I definitely could. Trucking with Liberty says the sweet spot depends on the truck, variety of factors, but the peak is around 1100 or 1200 RPM in these monitored trucks, and my most efficient speed in my particular truck is 55 miles per hour easily. If you are constantly tapping the brake, that is also a fuel killer. I use my Jake brake. Like, I try not to touch my brakes at all. But I use my my cruise control button to set my speed. I try to stay in cruise control as much as I can so I don't fluctuate the fuel. And I try not to touch my brakes. I'm really good at controlling my machine with Jake braking, my cruise control, and my thumb. You want to keep the RPMs low without bogging it down and use brakes as little as possible. Wheelburner says Gold Phoenix with the 2.64 gear ratio. If you have a 12-speed auto with overdrive, you can get better than 10 miles per gallon out of that truck doing 63 miles an hour. I guarantee it. Robin wants to know where Tolga is, and Cheap Freight Hauler says Monteagle is not a mountain. Go Truck Yourself says, oh damn, a blur just went by me. Oh, never mind, it was just Shannon. Trucking with Liberty says, for the most part, I can go through slowdowns and backups, never hitting the brakes by running about 5 to 10 miles per gallon slower than the flow of traffic. I do run slower than traffic. Not 100% of the time, but a lot. Supposed to be like, 7 seconds behind anybody else. I do like to drive with what I call a halo around me, because if you're driving too close, you never know what the idiot in front of you is going to do. So you have to have stopping distance. And like I said, a lot of times I have heavy weight. So you have to act like it. You have to drive like it. And when you're carrying a load like that, you better damn well sure have a halo around you. Because people are not paying attention. Also use the Georgia Overdrive on the downhills. I don't know what Georgia Overdrive is. IH guys in the house. Hey IH, tandem trailer is not a heavy load. I know IH. To me it is. To my little arena, like 44,000 pounds or better is a very, very heavy load for me. When I'm 80,000 pounds, like that's all I can do. Wilburn is laughing at go truck yourself. What do you say? Oh yeah, about the blur. Yeah. Wilburn says I think Shannon has 3.5 rear ends. Will Burner says, if I remember from a conversation way back with her and Jeff. Yeah, like that's the last time that I said something about it. So I can't remember that. Will Burner, you might. Robin says Shannon is an angel. I mean, I really try to be, but you know, are you guys trying to act like you never like took your truck for a drive to see what she can do? Like, you know, that's all I did. It's okay because I can take your crap, okay? I can take it. Striker with Liberty says, any brakes you want momentum to slow you down. If you have to slow down using any form of brakes, you're losing fuel economy. So, right. And that's the thing. I go through a lot of stop and go. I go through a lot of construction zones, and that kicks my butt. That probably kicks my butt more than anything else. It's ridiculous. So what I do is I try not to get too excited about hitting the pedal to speed back up, right? I pay attention to far away. And then I use my little brain and I say, okay, potentially that light's going to turn red up there, or potentially they're still jacked up way up the road. So I'm not going to jump into the fuel pedal because I'm just going to have to slow down again, right? So I'm totally patient. I'm a very patient driver. So I'm totally patient with like chilling. And I'll be the one to hold back traffic too. I don't mind that at all. I'll chill. I don't let people intimidate me anymore like they used to when I first started. I used to get my feelings hurt. But I realize the importance of safety and what I've seen out here so far. I will protect people from themselves. And sometimes that means slowing down and holding them back, right? And protecting just the flow of traffic, right? I'm very big about paying attention to what's going on up there so that I can already understand what needs to be done back here. You know? IH guy says 3.5 rears, but what's the spec on the Cummins? Trucking with Liberty says, oh, I just read that. I'm sorry. Wheelburner says, I'm the king of the Jake brake. Man, I love my Jake brake. Now, Wheelburner, you and I have talked about this before. My Jake brake is a little bit different than it was on the Freightliner. Like different. You operate it different. So on this truck, in order to kick your Jake brake in, like let's say I'm in cruise, right? So in order to kick my Jake brake in, I have to tap my brake. I mean, just a tiny tap. And me and Wilburn talked about that, and he was like, yeah, I don't like that idea. I particularly don't either because I have to tap my brake. On the Freightliner, you don't have to do that to engage your Jake brake. Cheap Freight Hauler says probably 2.64 or 2.79 wheel burner. Not many trucks are built with the 3-something gears anymore unless high horsepower or tall. I wish I could remember. Hit that late night thumbs up button, people. That's what Robin says. Robin wants to know if you can see him, wheel burner. Trucking with Liberty says Georgia overdrive equals pop that sucker into neutral. And that's what we did at FedEx Freight. I did too when I had a stick shift. But I haven't tried that. Nothing like that with my either one of my automatic trucks. Wheelburner says in Canada we called it Mexican overdrive. Go Truck Yourself says Shannon doesn't have a 3.5 rear end. I gave her a 9.5. Shut up. Robin's laughing. Cheap Freight Hauler says don't put your whole foot on the go pedal, just hit the little pinky toe. Yeah, like I drive my truck very gently. I do. I do. I baby this truck. And like I said, there's a lot of my loads are heavy. I forgive this, but I'm talking 40,000 pounds. It's okay. I'm very careful. I understand stopping distances or lack thereof very clearly. I enjoy hauling heavy freight. It's my favorite. I don't like how much it costs to haul it because it does cost more. But when there's a heavy load, I'm not racing around town. I'm driving it professionally like it's supposed to be driven, and I'm driving carefully because people are idiots. Period. That's a fact. Gold Phoenix says, I love it when other truckers talk crap about me being safe and they watch me turn the CB off. I can see that happening, Gold Phoenix. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I am going to do my job and I'm going to do it safely. And I don't care who gets mad. And I don't care who speeds by me 90 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour. And I'm not going that fast. I drove freaking 45 the last 11 miles here because I wanted to. It's so dark here. It's so dark. So I wanted to be careful because deer at night is a factor. I'm extremely aware of what I'm supposed to be aware of. I promise you. That rocks, Gold Phoenix. I turn them off too. So since I got my CB fixed, I just, how ridiculous. Whoever this mud duck dude is, I hope his CB antennas melt in the sun. That's the most annoying and wrong thing. Like, it's so wrong to me for him to do what he does. And I can't get him off the radio. I can't block him out. I can't do anything. I turn on my nice new tune-up radio, and this idiot is talking constantly. And to me, that's a safety issue because, yes, I'm of that mindset. Call me a nerd or whatever you want. But I need to that CB is for communication. If there's a dangerous situation, we can talk to other drivers. We can communicate what we need to do together for teamwork. And I know people BS on there, but in my world, that would not be allowed. It's a FCC violation to be doing that and using it as a social freaking telephone. It really is. But you think anybody's gonna enforce it? But yeah, I gotta turn it off because that jerk is on there. This trucking life says a 1760 torques. Gold Phoenix says, does your truck not e-coast in cruise control? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it will apply the Jake brake by itself if it goes, like, let's say I'm coasting down a hill and it goes, just like the Freightliner, it would go up to like 5 plus. And once it hits that 5 plus, then it starts applying the Jake brake to control the speed. So what do? Do I speed down the hill? No, I turn my cruise control down so that when I am coasting down the hill, that the top speed I'm going to reach is the speed limit, which is usually 65. Trucking with Liberty says, some of it will come down to your aerodynamic setup. You can gain 1 mile per gallon by having the side skirts on the trailer flow below aero kit, and wheel covers do work to save fuel. Yeah, I was talking to Sterling about that too. Like, I want to get a set of those. I do. I don't know how much they cost or where do I get them yet. If somebody can help me out, that'd be awesome. But I would like to get that set up on the wheels. The skirt thing is probably not going to happen because I have a rental trailer. So, Trucking with Liberty says, my truck is the worst setup for fuel economy other than it being a Freightliner. Cummins ISX manual maintenance schedule is based off fuel economy. It stops at 8 miles per gallon. I'm trying to understand what that means. Ponzi's in the house. Hey, Ponzi, what's up? Coming in, hanging out, whatever. Trucking with Liberty. It really makes me wonder what I could get in a truck like what Wheelburner has. Well, you know, Trucking with Liberty, you can tell me your details because you and I have the same truck. That would set me up for success. I'm just saying. Jerome says, don't listen to these old trucking gurus. Be a speed monster you're born to be. I'm not, though. I'm really not. I'm really not, you guys. Golly. Cheap Freight Hauler says, the guy who taught me to drive told me to drive like a bull hauler. Oh my God, they drive so fast. Them or some other guys too, I'm telling you. He said, I said 100 miles an hour. He said, no, watch them take off from a stop slow and steady the cab. Slow and steady. The cab won't lift from the power. Yeah, because they got animals in the back. Like, they have to do that. Trucking with Liberty says, Shannon, I wish I could let you use my trailer for a bit and you would see the difference aerodynamic improvements get you. Oh, I know I had skirts on my dart trailer and my dart trailer. Like, this is a plate trailer too, so it's a little bit heavier. My dart trailer was completely feather light, figure of speech, but you know, it was one of those. It was a Hyundai. But this truck is stronger. This truck moves weight, the heavy stuff, better than my Freightliner did. Like, there's no doubt about it. Moves it better. My Freightliner did a fine job. But you got to remember, too, I had a DD13 in that Freightliner. This is a Cummins X15. And like Wheelburner has a DD15, which I think would be more comparable to this motor. So I've never driven a Freightliner with that with a DD15 in it. Even my very first Freightliner, when I got out of school, when I was teaming, was a brand new one. That had a DD13 in it too. I was doing long haul from Michigan and Texas to down to El Paso and Laredo and back up to Michigan in that truck. But it wasn't about power because we had lightweight automotive loads all the time. So totally not the same. But this baby, a heavy load, the mountains with the heavy load, because then it goes way down, right? When you're climbing like that. But the worst, I'd say the worst average I've witnessed, because I watch it with a heavy load, has been 7.2. With like a full, like tomorrow when I have this load, like I'm going to see that for most of the trip. I'm probably not going to see anything lower than that. Chief Rattler says mud duck. And today in Louisiana, like I first picked him up in North Carolina when I really started realizing like there's some jackass that doesn't get off the CB, right? And so today in Louisiana, he was there. His signal was the clearest I've ever heard it. So it made me think like he must be down here somewhere, because the signal was like literally crystal clear. Now he was still, but like I think that is rude as all get out, and it's definitely not safe for us because we can't communicate because we can't talk over the dude. I'm sorry if I was breaking up, Robin. Thank you for letting me know. I'm lucky I even have a signal out here. Trucking with Liberty says our gear ratio should be different. Mine sucks. 70 miles per hour. I'm up around 1500. Yeah, I'll have to see what mine is so I can tell you. Robin says good night. Good night, Robin. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Trucking with Liberty says flow blow full aero kit runs $1,400. You would want to put locking nuts on it though. Not sure if they changed that since. Oh yeah, I know that. See, that was one reason I hesitated. So somebody's gonna steal them. CB says if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. If I wanted to count pennies, I'd work at the bank. Robin says keep her warm. We're definitely warm down here, so I know it's gonna be. But I was enjoying the fall weather up north before I got out here. That's my weather, man. It's like this time of year is my favorite weather because I get to wear coats and my turtlenecks and sweaters and bundle up and all that. Trucking with Liberty says, I was wrong with the wheel covers. It's 1815. Holy crap. Bonus with wheel covers is the DOT will not take them off during inspections. Could save a stupid violation. I don't have any flaws in my equipment, at least at this point. None. Zero. And I'm going to keep it that way. So I'm not going to lose sleep 1 second about worrying about the DOT being able to get me on a violation of anything. Chief Freyhaller says, I heard him on the skip in Ohio today. He's in New Mexico, mostly near him in the spring and fall. Dude, like that guy needs to get a job. Like, I know he talks about that he's on Facebook, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this way. I bet he gets cussed out all the time. What he's doing is very wrong and very unprofessional, and all he's doing is cutting down people and talking crap about their CBs all the time. Like, we're actually in traffic jams. We're actually in situations where we need to communicate for safety reasons, and that's my big problem with that. Like, I wish somebody would do something about it. Robin said, love you, Shannon Knight. Oh, Sandra, is that you? I love you too. Good night. Trucking with Liberty says, locking nuts are not for theft protection. Oh, locking nuts prevent the nuts from being loosening from vibration. Oh, okay. Well, I was always worried somebody was going to steal it. Anyways. Okay, you guys kicked my butt about speed, thinking that I'm running around here being a maniac, which I'm not. Thank you. I appreciate the love, for sure. It's about time you guys try to razz me about something. Trucking with Liberty says, mine is up to par as well, but at any time you could have a wheel seal blow or a tire shop not fully tighten a lug nut. The less DOT looks at, the less. Oh, no, I feel you. You're right. Chief Freyhouse says, fine-tuned CB shop in New Mexico is the Mud Duck. Oh, really? So I mean, I knew he was a CB enthusiast, but I guess I didn't know that information. So he's actually a CB guy. Why is he being a total turd on the airwaves, like, especially our channel 19? I think it's terrible. I mean, he's complaining about CBs. Like, who cares about freaking CBs when we have traffic that we're, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me started. So, this is going to be an interesting night. I don't know how long I'm going to be waiting here. Like, I literally am just waiting for a phone call. But he said, like, a while, right? And he stressed it so much. So I said, what does that even mean? A while. He goes, well, that's what they said. A while. It's not even close to being ready yet. And I was like, what the heck? Chief Freyheller says, Shannon, just play Sammy Hagar's song tomorrow while you're heading on the interstate. Shut up! I can't drive 75. No, I know. Sir, I know. Like, now everybody's thinking something, and it's not true. You guys. How funny. It's okay. We're going to do the challenge, okay? We're going to do the challenge. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, see, we told you. And I'm going to be like, hey, guys, I got an extra $850 in my pocket. Awesome. You were right. That's what I'm going to say. And thanks to you. Thanks to Sterling and thanks to you guys. I'm going to learn the importance of my fuel economy and what it actually is and could be. I really don't think I can possibly change the way I'm driving. The fast parts, yes. But I'm literally creeping like a freaking turtle a lot because I'm in so much crap. I drive in so much crap traffic. It's more havoc because think about it. If I have a heavy load and I'm slowing down and then I try to speed up and that takes me like, oh my God, 10 seconds to get back up to speed. And then I got to slow down again. It's that kind of stuff that I think really rocks my fuel economy. And so then somebody's going to say, well, you just don't book the heavy loads. There's not a lot of luxuries of choice right now, fellas, right? There's not. There's a bug in here. Get out. Because I have this light on. Ew. It's one of those ant things. Get it, Dee Dee. Get that bug. I know you're just giving me a hard time. It's totally cool. I can take it. Only the Lonely says, hey from Atlanta. I'm in Louisiana. Only the Lonely. Trucking with Liberty asks, are you able to move your fifth wheel? Yes. I freaking love it. It's a sliding fifth wheel. Closer to the cab, the trailer, the closer to the cab the trailer is the more fuel efficient your truck will be. I have mine all the way up and I run over 130,000 on the steers. Am I reading that right? No issues. Oh, okay. 13,000 pounds on the steers. Okay. Oh God, I would be scared. I would be scared to put that weight on the steers. Just because I know, like, at JB Hunt, we kind of kept a rule of thumb, like no more than 11,000, because yes, they can take 12,000, but you know, try not to do that. And so that's like in my brain. But yeah, I think my fifth wheel is on the second hole right now, the front, if not slid all the way up. I don't think I've moved it since I got it, and it was all the way up. I'm just giving you a hard time. I run. We're gonna do the challenge because it will make all of you guys very excited, and I'm, you know, let's put some cool content on the channel that you're going to be interested in hearing me talk about. Okay. Sterling has slapped me in the face with the glove to challenge me, and I have accepted the challenge. Even if I have to go way over in the far left lane. Are you booking the loads the day of or the afternoon before? I have found that by doing that, all the light loads are gone. I really try to go after the rate. I run my business by a per day rate, right? I have a target. I know my cost per day. I know what target I'm trying to hit every day. So I don't care what it is. I think that's why my broker loves me too, because I'll be like, I don't care what it is. I will get it. Right? And so I try to hit my daily target number. And so then I'm like, oh wow, that's a tight window. I'm gonna have to kick ass on that. You know, I look at how much time I was on the load, because that's a factor when you're doing cost per day. Those are the things I'm looking at. And if it's one like, hey, I gotta move, I gotta hustle, I gotta split the brake, right? Because I gotta hustle it there. That's the kind of stuff that I do. Trucking to a speed that your truck can. I do that. And I learned that from DIY, because there was some videos probably a long time ago now, but I've always remembered this. Drives the truck. And so because I was in a Freightliner, I started paying attention to that. Oh my gosh, there's a kitty cat over there on the rails. Anyway, so I started paying attention to how the computer drives the truck, and then I learned, I did that, I emulated that, so that's ingrained in me. Like, so that's how I drive the truck. I learned, right? I would listen to it, I'd watch it, I'd feel it, all of that, and so then I began to drive the truck like that. And it's a fuel efficient way to drive the truck. I mean, you know, you use physics in this shop. Even though people don't realize it, you actually, if you're smart and you really, really drive your truck as an art form, like, you're going to use physics to be more efficient. Cheap for Alex says, I ordered my truck with a 13,200 steer axle and H-rated tires so I can legally haul that much. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what mine is. I just stick with my, you know, my mental rule. The fifth wheel all the way back, my truck would stay for 2 years, no issues. I'm too scared to do that truck. Literally, I am. Like, my worst fear is that, to freaking pop a steer tire. Truck with Liberty says, I get new steers every year to keep good steers. Okay, yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Mine are brand new as of, okay, when we got the truck in April, right? Brand new tires. So, my tread is still very fantastic. Hey, what you doing? She's licking the window. Here. Now that the people are gone, I can roll it down. Here you go, Laugh. It's such a nice breeze out tonight. I just didn't want the guy next to me to hear me talking. Getting in on my conversation, being nosy. Yeah, so I don't need new tires yet. I'm not even close. Sterling also let me know that if I continue to do runs that are long and I drive fast, that I'm going to wear out my tires faster, which is also an efficiency problem. So Sterling let me have it. And hence the challenge. So cheap freight hauler, you're gonna hit the 100,000 mile mark tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Okay, I just hit 83,517. And so that's since April 7th, I think, is when I went and picked up my truck from Jeff's house. Or that's the day that he bought it. I'm pretty sure it was April 7th that I started light trucking. But yeah, that's total miles on the truck. Now, the truck had 2,000 miles on it when I got it. So I'm only responsible for 81,517. There's a big orange truck. Every time I see one of those, I think it's DIY. Anytime I see one of those old orange trucks, I'm like, oh, is that DIY? But this is not a reefer. And that thing is beat up. Not too bad. But anyways, 1,000 miles. I only have, so like I said, I'm only responsible for 81,517 on this truck. But that's where I'm at right now, 83,517. And so what is going to happen is that it's time for my next PM. I don't want to wait till the last minute on this one. I got the first PM done at right about almost 50,000 miles, which is according to the warranty when it has to be done. But as you guys know, I have been running. I've been kind of running like crazy. And so for my own peace of mind, I want to get the PM done sooner this round, right? Like, I'd like to go get it done now. But if I ever get loaded in this place, then I'm going to get up to Toledo. I'm going to call the shop that's near my house then and see what their holiday situation is, and then try to get an appointment, right? Because that way I can go home, I can get the PM done at home while I'm home, because it's 2 miles from my head PM done. And I'm going to have all my filters changed, the whole 9 yards, and I have also do my DOT thing on the truck, so I'll have a fresh DOT, and they're going to check over every single thing. And I've already checked it over, like new still on this truck. So I'm in great shape, but it's time for the PM, and I'm going to get a DOT. And I'm going to get a DOT. And that's how it's going to be. So I'm keeping that up to date. That's going to make Jeff very, very happy. Sandra, is that you or is it Robin? I don't know who's under, like, he came in under your name. Like, who am I? Robin, is that you or is it Sandra? Cheap Freight Hauler says 99,712 right now. Ooh. Yeah, you think I'll ever catch up to you? It's kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing. I'm just making fun about it, but I'm like, I wonder if we're ever gonna like get boop. It's fun. It's fun like saying our numbers with you though. Picked my first load January 3rd. Oh, okay. Okay. Man, I've been running, haven't I? Snorlord said it today on his live. Like, he figured out, like, because now I think I've had the truck since April, right? That's 8 months. Ask a Canuck a question. I did. Is it Sandra or is it Robin? Jeep Freight Hauler says, thanks for mentioning the DOT. It's about time for me to get another. Yeah. I mean, why not, guys? It's before the, like, you know, we don't know if it's going to get cold. You might as well go ahead and knock out your DOT while I'm reminding you. Gold Phoenix says 203,227. Azula works. Azula, is that your truck's name? That is so cool. Yeah, I know, Gold Phoenix. And you're training in it, so you kind of got the team thing going on. You guys are going to think this is crazy, but it actually crossed my mind, like, oh, I wonder if I should get a team member for a little while. I was like, oh, I got one. Patent. Chief Braille says, probably so, because I get this thing paid for. I'm going to get lazy again. Yeah, well, I got a long time before mine's going to be paid for, unless the market recovers. Then I can make something magical happen. But the way it is right now, like, it's gonna take a few years. My goal would have to be this truck is actually to pay this truck off in 3 years. That's a very aggressive, probably psychotic goal. But I almost think I can do it. I almost think I can do it. So, we'll see. I love challenges, like, way too much. So, but good stuff. I'm doing okay. Like, I'm happy. Like, this is the thing. I'm a person, because I have worked so hard on getting my finances where I expect them to be and where I want them to be in this game. I'm in a good spot, so that when things are pinchy, that's my word for what's going on right now. When things are pinchy, I'm still breathing easily. I'm okay. My overhead is super low, other than this truck payment. So life is not the hard part. Paying for my life, like, that's done and over with. As a matter of fact, I'm $3,000 away from hitting complete zero. And you might think that's crazy, but that was a goal of mine, and I'm $3,000 away from it. And I will have absolutely zero debt. And I mean zero. That's what I've done. That's what I've accomplished since I've got out here. That's what I've been working so hard on. And so when I am finally at complete zero, now I have my cell phone bill and I pay my accountant. And I pay for the freaking QuickBooks subscription and stuff like that for my business. But this isn't about my business. I'm talking about my personal life. So that was a huge goal of mine. And I'm literally that close from accomplishing it, even in the challenges that we've had and even with getting a new truck. So if you can wrap your head around that, that's freaking great. But if you can't, it's all right, because I know what a humongous freaking victory that is for me. I love people. I swear to God, I love people. Chief Ray Holler says, I owe $53K on mine right now. Oh, that's beautiful. I owe that on mine. Robin made money and then Gypsy told me so. Right now they're changing the CDL test in Missouri, and I need to learn the new way of doing things after December 3rd. You mean they didn't take your methods that you suggested and put them in the training program? Did they ever do that? I remember that video you did. That's what I'm talking about. I'm interested to see if they implemented any of your great ideas in the revamping of the training program. It's going to be okay, Gold Phoenix, because you're smart and you are adaptable and you can pivot and you can figure that stuff out. I have no doubt. Trucking with Liberty says, Shannon and I ran 65 miles per hour this last tank and got 7.92. You can do it. But it's not going to be any fun. I'm just kidding. No, it's going to be very interesting. So I really am looking forward to it. Yeah, I am. I really am. Uncomfortable Wife says 3 is right. Trucker Liberty says, I assume there's no way to get a trailer to rent that has skirts. No. I mean, nothing's impossible, but I think I'm okay with what I got right now. It's important to me to have a plate trailer. I know, okay, I know it's a little heavier, but I get loads that pay a little bit extra because they require a plate trailer. And because I have such a freaking psychotic reaction of being pushed around by the wind in a super light trailer, I kind of feel some little security about having the plate trailer. That's how I feel about it right now. Cause yeah, I got some. It's not real specialized equipment, but it is a plate trailer, and if you don't have a plate trailer, some of these loads you can't run. So hey, relax. She sees that kitty out there. There's a kitty running underneath the train cars and stuff like that. So, yeah. God knows how long I'm going to be waiting here for them to tell me that they have a product ready for me. But I'm hungry. I'm getting a little sleepy, and I might as well take advantage of some rest time. And so I'm going to wrap this up in a second here. I can promise the skirts will save 1 mile per gallon. My trailer is a plate trailer. Oh, is it really? Okay. I wonder if I could stick them on there temporarily or something. Chief Railer says, I spent about $1,100 on the skirts for my trailer. The only modification I had to make to the trailer was the mount for the turn signal. Okay. Is it removable? Like if I can put it back the way it was, like if I ever turn in the trailer? That's kind of what I'm thinking about. Okay, so what are we up to now? So we're up to 1,800 on the wheel thingies, right? And then like 1,100 on the skirts. So now we're up to like 29. That's we're talking about $3,000 here, guys. If it was my trailer, it might be a little bit different, you know, but it's not. And I'm not looking to buy a trailer anytime soon. I don't think. I don't know. The prices are dropping, so who knows? Who knows? But that's our nightcap, guys. I'm gonna chill. Probably gonna take her out to go potty. What's a plate trailer? A plate trailer is like it's got walls instead of the flimsy like aluminum, the thin aluminum. It's got like thicker walls. And there's something I think about the width that's a little bit wider too, if I remember right. And it's heavier. Sterling said it's probably like a couple thousand pounds heavier, which I appreciate in the wind. Believe me, I've felt the difference, so I kind of like it. Turn of Liberty says, Chief Ray Heller, my turn signals are outside the skirts. 1 mile per gallon. You can remove the skirts. Okay. He says, yeah, that's what I was getting at. Put them on if you're planning to keep in that rental for 2 to 3 years. Okay. Yeah, it's a thought. I have to talk with Jeff about it. We have talked once. I know he's not a fan of the skirts. But, you know, fuel isn't getting any cheaper, right? So, Trucking with Liberty says the walls are thinner in plate trailers. No, they're not. They can't be. Can't be. Like, my dart trailer was literally like freaking tinfoil. These are actually like, at least I think. Now you're making me second guess it. I don't know. But I could swear this one's like way more solid. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I got a cheap flimsy trailer, but it's 101 inside, so I can haul loads of empty cans. Oh, okay. Well, see, yeah, so that's the thing. That's what my plate trailer is. I don't know. I'll have to ask Jeff what the real difference is. Maybe you guys are right and I'm wrong. But yeah, it's just something about the thing so I can haul the can loads. Trucking Liberty says, no offense, he's not a fan because he's not paying the fuel bill. That's how they get the wide space in the trailer. Okay, well, I could have said this thing is a lot more solid than that. What made me wrong? I don't know. And the wind, I don't know. It's heavier somehow though, because the wind does not push this trailer around like the wind pushed my other one around. That was not a plate trailer. So, I'll have to Google that. I have to do some research on that. But thanks for hanging out with me and keeping me company for a little while. I am gonna close this out. No offense. It might have more structure underneath. Yeah, maybe that's it. I love it though. I do. So, alright guys, I'm gonna eat something, take her out to go potty, and maybe try to take a little snooze or something while I got the chance, because it's been a long day. But I appreciate you guys, and be looking out for my video that I'm gonna upload, if it hasn't uploaded already, of me back there doing some work. You can actually see me doing some work. Oh, it's been, I don't think I've ever done a video of me actually doing some work. That's kind of funny. So anyways, I love you guys, and have a great rest of the week. I'll probably see you again on Sunday, but there's a video posting. It might have stopped since this, but it'll be up in a little bit. Be sure to watch it. Give me a thumbs up on that if you don't mind. For anybody new that's what might be watching, it says I only got 10 people in here, but thank you for watching, and like and subscribe, and tell all your friends to come over and hang out with us too. What else am I supposed to say? God bless you all, and I appreciate you for keeping me company while I'm in this very dark, desolate place. So we'll talk soon. But if I don't see you before Sunday, hang out with me. Be ready for coffee on Sunday morning. That's what's happening, because I will be able to do that, because I'll be off that day. I'll be chilling that day. If I do my driving, which who knows what the schedule's going to push me into, but I can either pick Saturday to be off or pick Sunday, and I'm probably going to get my driving out of the way first so that I can have Sunday off so we can have coffee. So it's on. All right. Appreciate all you guys' input. Appreciate you kicking my butt, giving me crap, and razzing me, and talking crap and all that stuff. That was funny and enlightening. So I learned a lot. All right. Have a great night, guys. Talk to you later. Get some sleep.